know y'all ready, right?
Yes.
Okay, wait, not everybody said yes.
Yeah.
I know y'all ready, right?
Yes.
Hey, yes, that's exactly the vibe. So, without further ado, we're going to start the open mic. So, let's call up the first person, Valden Campbell. Woo! Let's keep clapping till we get to him.
Little brother. How are y'all doing tonight?
Hey.
Doing good, feeling good. I saw this event online. That was a Mr. 7 right here. And said, I definitely want to pull up. I love being out here in the arts just to see it. And so this poem that I got right here, this first one I'm doing, is called The Poet's Poem. So it's a poem to the artist. I'm talking about art right now, so it's a poetry night for the voices. So hopefully this gives you something to think about. A complicated conversation deconstructed for the congregation. Let's talk about it. I heard a poet once say that his purpose was people, and that the pain that piled up inside was so palpable that there was nothing else to do but say aloud, I see you. I understand you. See, there's something so profound about a connection to a person you've never spoke to before. Listen, let me know, be sure, if you get that same innate sense that the pen's not yours, or maybe I should slow down. See, because while I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you. This is for the artist that's in you. And if you don't let it out, it could just end you, eat you up. You know, your life could be on the menu. So now that you see who this was sent to, I'll ask again, without any rhyme or reason, if these connections could be deeper than just these physical steeples. They happen to bleed out onto the easel, and when you're looking at it, you're not sure if it's ether or ether. See, each could be deadly, but only to the people. See, we transform into gods, not full-fledged, just part-time. It's kind of like the blessing of Aries, or maybe the curse of Achilles. See, that immortality can come with a curse. Because while our words are deeply rooted in emotions felt by the masses, unifying the people in a sort of matrimony. But that conception can come with alimony. And you're going to have to pay for that shit that you said. But not in a monetary sense. See, that's a sense sent from the Pentagon, and me, well, I don't got 5 nickels to send, so just charge it to the pen soul, not the pencil. See, what you said can't be taken back or erased, but it's not a mistake. It was just misplaced. In the ears of those not in tune to hear, see, they've been tuned by peers, and it appears that your words just ain't fine. A place, a home, but keep going, you'll be just in time. You're not late, it's on purpose, justified. And besides, those words aren't yours anyway, so just rely on the source from which it was sent from, and stand strong in those words and justify all the odds. And in the end, I'm sure you'll find that pure bliss when these words find who they were meant for. So that's my first one. My second one I got, I'm gonna have to read it from my phone. It's Poetry Month, National Poetry Month, so I've been writing a poem every day. So this one I wrote this Monday. This is my first poem I wrote about St. Louis. I've been writing poems for a minute. I ain't never wrote a poem about my city, so this is a poem about St. Louis. It's my city, the Pie City, where 314 can represent more than just a signal for your circle. Because around here, the nearest 100 people might smoke you. But we ain't that bad. Think of us like a stepdad. We wasn't here at first, but we'll be here for the rest. You ain't gotta call us home, but just know that we more than just the West. More than just a gateway. See, we a portal to the rest of your life. We the best of your times, and the worst, where your family can get smoked. Friends, loved ones, old acquaintances, or a black boy just going down the street. See, my intuition is telling me that it's a red light ahead, but from where I'm from, we run those. Listen, because I know plenty of times where a green light was just a cautionary tale. I walked down to the corner store just to get some candy from the money we made going door to door. Snow shoveling, a lawn mowing. Because in the 314, we got more weather than just Mayweather. Now, that 50-0 record might seem pretty until you realize 5-0 ain't took a loss yet in this here city. But in this here city, we got a lot of density because we compact, and yet we spread out like electrons in a patch. So you can go to the north side, where you'll have fountains of florists pouring out flowers for Ferguson still. Or maybe it's the Bellevue, west side, where the old fall into place with disdain on their face. See, they doing the bailout kind of like playoff Jimmy, because they knew the ball win, the game really mattered. And me, I ain't really like the game anyways. You know, Derwin really shouldn't matter. Melanie got her doctor's degree, and Malik, he couldn't even take a challenge. But really, it was all just that mess that we was for. It kept us distracted. Like, look at the numbers, look at the factions. They kept us divided, kind of like fractions. And I don't even want to get into the South Side. I ain't trying to get sappy, but it's my city. So when I think about it, I get happy. Kind of like gravy all on my rice. Yeah, or a vest soda to keep me protected. No need for the Sprite. A trip out to the park to find that things are a trip out to the park for the greener sides when you ain't focusing on the meaner sides. But don't forget that we're going through this genocide. I ain't never said it really broke down the word before, but to scientifically attack people based on what you done heard, listen, I don't know what you done heard, but it's dope people in my city. And we tend to be trendsetters and meal preppers. Nothing like a home-cooked meal. Imagine a plate like it came straight from New Orleans State, with a flavor to boot. We ain't only just Midwest, we hometown cooking. We don't even rep our state, because our state left us in a state of confusion. See, my city, we've been red with blues. Or maybe blues in this Red Sea. But we parted those waves, and we parted ways. But that separation, whether it was luckily or unluckily, it kept us divided. Separate, in fact. But we wasn't separate, in fact, because that red still kind of seeps in. So we was left the color purple. A lot of beatings and bruises. And even if we ain't showing, that internal bleeding was a sure thing. But surely, you must not think that's all in my city. See, we should have had the same opportunities within. And even when things shifted and they tried to count us out, yeah, that resilience passed down from our ancestors came out to fight. Not just to play, but just remember that laughter and joy are some of the best forms of resistance. And you can't resist this pull from my city to rep that 314 with pride. Yeah, I ain't even mentioned the Cardinals and how we winners. Look, we all been around. We done bear witness. Instead of looking around thinking of all that needs to be fixing, let's start looking at the people, because really that's what you've been missing. Get entrenched in them trenches. Take off them rose-colored tints and smell the flowers, even with the thorns on them. It's just a reminder that beauty and pain can exist in the same sentence. Again, my name is Valor Campbell. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's VCam97. I got a showcase coming up at the end of August 30th. If you want to get more information on that, you can go on Instagram and follow Spoken Power 314. Again, that's Spoken Power 314. Thank you all for having me.
Let's give it up one more time for Valor Campbell. Okay, yes, let's keep the open mic going. And we got Bobby. We got Bobby Brown. Give it up for Bobby Brown.
What's good, y'all? My name's Bobby Brown. I don't really be doing poetry, but it's dope so far. Shout out to Valden. I think I've seen you have Word Up before, but yeah, I got a couple short things. I usually I don't know. I do music stuff, not much poetry, but here we go. Let's see. All right.
Love you, Bobby.
Appreciate it. I can't get my old mask on like I used to anymore. It doesn't fit the same. Maybe too much has changed. Maybe it's been outgrown. Not all of me fits behind the masquerade. Or maybe my face can no longer conform. My clay soul has been fired. New wings can't go back into their old cocoon. They won't. Yeah, that's the first one. And then this one's also pretty short. This one says it's called Sky, I guess. So in the trees, a summer breeze, the night sky sings a melody from the stars up above, the universe full of love. The sun shines in the blue sky, and the clouds roll past my eyes. As I look from east to the west, my soul is blessed. What a time to be alive.
See, she wasn't even gonna come up here. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Okay, start clapping right now. Start clapping right now for Brittany Rapper.
So my first poem, I've been thinking a lot around immigration, so that is what it's about. Shackled to fear no more. I heard that the chains of lies and secrecy, deception, and privilege reeked. They reeked from the souls of our existence. See, our ancestors treaded waters so I could learn to swim and eventually deep dive. Not bound by the rickety jaws of this gun metal, seeking to lock me into a constant state of fear. I'd rather imagine a resurrection of Christ, breaking through the oppressive systems that told me, I, you, us, that we weren't worthy of a kingdom, of a new land, a free dam sung from the very lungs of exhaustion. I'm afraid of these cute little artifacts housed in what we consider museums. No longer can we see the full picture. See, the photographs of my people, your people, our people is human. Their families, their kids, their parents, their immigrants that are searching for a home, but yet they are a refuge in a soft landing that doesn't start and stop with these prescribed borders by the white man. See, fear has a way of chaining us to our past and causing us to forget that God is near, that God called us to be the neighbors greater than anyone could ever care, that cared beyond the border, beyond these executive orders, beyond what we believe to be true. We no longer can record from our phones as faithful bystanders, just looking on. We must bring forth the sackcloth, let the tears flood from the gates of fear and open us up. Open our eyes and minds to realize that the world is watching you, sis. The world is watching you, my bro. And what we must do is beyond what sacred tears cannot and fear will not do. We cannot continue to lock them away in this jar that we call silence. It's got to be released, and it has to rain down our backs and our bodies and begin to lubricate these shackles that we call chains. They try to confine us and constrict our bodies, but freedom is ours. We just have to interlock arms and begin to meet us at the border called action. And then my other poem is about friendship. My three besties are here with me, and so here we are. We sometimes ache in the most hidden ways that no one could ever see or describe, where the struggle of our hearts feel like an unending maze. Yet, then in that secret path, there is something that is created. There is an experience, a release, a breath of peace that only life can transcend, where we no longer have to run or hide the parts of us that seem bad, shameful, or just downright distasteful. And you, my friend, my black sister, my white sister, my confidant, you are the shade when I've been praying for sunshine. A place where I can just be and be. A place where I can buzz around and just be. The polluted environments that seek to scorch my tarted skin, you are here, my sister. Thanks for being the flower in my forest. Thanks for being the sweet aroma of love when the world told me I wasn't worthy. Thanks for being the presence of God when I couldn't even see it. May you continue to see me in the journey and never lose sight that you are the healing palm to my bleeding hands. Thank you, sis.
Yes, more snaps and more claps for Okay, so our scheduled performers will begin in about 10 minutes. So grab a drink and make your way back to your seats. You won't want to miss a moment. And we are live streaming, but if you have shared the QR code, please do go to the Creative Shop YouTube page and share the link directly from the YouTube page. There is a little technical glitch with the QR code. So if you're looking for the Creative Shop YouTube page, it's KRE, the number 8, IVE Shop. Was that clear? Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little warm-up piece, and then we are going to call our very first poet. If that's cool, say cool.
Cool.
He went from on my mind to in my memories faster than a politician reneges on a promise. He loved everything about me, except the things I love about me. Like how I ask a lot of questions because I want to be sure of a thing. Like how I'm slow to smile and even slower to warm up. And how no day am I with the fuck shit. The one he compares me to would say it's my holier than thou complex that causes me to recount the inconsistencies between his words and actions. She might also say I never loved him because whenever he pushed me away, I left. Never leaning in, never holding him. If you were to dare ask me, I'd say, yeah, it's the God in me, made manifest by this Virgo sun, Virgo rising. That's that piece. Thank you. Okay, did everyone get up and get drinks? Okay, I'll do one more while that is going on so that we can give our full and undivided attention to those who will be coming up who are scheduled. I already asked you if that was cool, so if you're with me, say, no, if you're with me, snap. Perfect. And I want you to know that you are free to snap, clap. I know that's right. When the poets are performing, just to let them know that you're feeling what's going on. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more while everybody's getting situated. For some reason, you felt you had to lie and lie to my face. Perhaps you cannot see yourself, my dear. Your nose is growing. You know you ain't got a lie to kick it, right? You know you don't have to make promises to me because I don't know you like that. Like, I thought that we agreed that strangers and lust was more than enough. You thought that you pulled the wool over my eyes, but I can spot a wolf in the least likeliest of places. So imagine how I feigned surprise when you pulled up in the Angora fit. Perhaps you misunderstood me when I said I'm waiting on the love that finds me. All love ain't the same, babe. And you remember that you and I say babe because the agreement was no real names? So now I'm asking, what's the dealio like I'm Buster? Because you acting like a Buster. You heard love and turned on the fake. You think love is something that it ain't. You thought I would believe you when you said that you love me, but I can really see you. So I see through the knitting. And what I mean is I can see that you're kidding. Acting like a child, misrepeating what they heard grown-ups say. Acting like who you think I mean when I say I'm waiting on love that finds me. Well, we had something meaningful as far as meanings go, because meaning is only ever what you make it. You had me at hello, I can't fake it. But I chose to say goodbye simply because I don't like liars.
Okay.
So let's do a little temperature check. How y'all feeling? Okay, that sounds really good. See how much more robust we are than in the beginning when we first began? Okay. So let's call up the first poet. So I want you to put your right and left hands together. Put them together. Right and left hands. Okay, yes. Your right and left hands together for our first poet, who is, well, if you're ready for some magic, let me hear you say magic.
Magic.
Okay. Up next is a poet who transforms everyday life into something unforgettable. Show your love for Bones.
I didn't think I was gonna be first. I was looking at the flyer and I've been thinking, I'm like, I hope they don't call me. All right, but I hope everybody feeling real good tonight. All right. I might only do one piece, but you'll see. All right. Sorry, y'all. Alright. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a boy who's sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I said I need love. Baby, do you hear me? I need love. It's an act actual requirement. And not only do I need to be loved, but I need to be loved correctly, wholeheartedly, undoubtedly, without a question. That means loving me in the ways that I need to be loved. Not the way your ex did, not the way that someone else did, because I am a different woman with different needs. I need love. And not empty promises or empty I love yous in text messages, not dismissed feelings and disrespect, not cold shoulders and turned backs. I need love. In the process of you making sure you're loving me correctly, I'll do the same for you too. I'll rub you down after showers, and I'll even tie your shoes, because that's the least I could do for a man that leads, protects, provides, and loves me the way that I need to be loved. Yeah, I need love. I need to feel seen. I need to feel you. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. I need safety to tell you the things that I've been through. I need security to show you all that freaky shit too. I want to tell you about my kinks and show you all my wounds. More or less, I need to be like soul to soul with you. But that was just a thought. See, I've been thinking about you a lot. And I realized I have so much love for you in my heart. So I decided to write a poem. But all I kept hearing in my head was, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a boy who's sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love.
Okay, give it up one more time for a ball. A song and a poem. It's just so beautiful. Yes, and we didn't get your social media. You could just yell it. I'm gonna say it over the mic.
On Instagram and TikTok at _.bones with 2 S's.
At _.bones with 2 S's.
I got a podcast. It's a mental health podcast for Black women.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for everybody, but specifically catering to Black women that struggle with anxiety and depression, called Wine Now, Cry Later.
Give it up for that. Yeah, give it up for expression. For self-expression. Absolutely. Okay, so come to the stage. Is a poet with a flow so smooth it'll move you. And a depth that'll stay with you long after the mic drops. So start clapping right now and show your love for the one and only Renell Parker Sr. Keep clapping, keep clapping.
Good evening. Good evening. All right, before I start, I actually need a little help. Bobby Brown, you help me out?
Yeah, I got you. I think.
So, Bobby, when I say speak up, you by yourself, what's up, cuz? That's my stuff you gave me. Tell them everything I know, bless his heart. When I say speak up, you by yourself, you say speak out.
All right.
You ready? Speak up.
Speak out.
Speak up.
Speak out.
Now this time, Bobby, when you say speak up, I need everybody in the room, and even if they out on the street, to say speak out. You say speak up, or else say speak out. You ready?
Yeah. Speak up.
Speak out.
Speak up.
Speak out. Now, this time, I want y'all to give it to her like she gives it to you. This time, whisper. Go.
Speak up.
Speak out.
Speak up.
Speak out. Louder.
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 Speak up.
Speak out. Outstanding. Thank you. I just do that to make sure that I don't put y'all to sleep. Speak up. Speak out. Outstanding. All right, so the first piece, if I can find it, I was talking to a friend, and she's going through some challenging times. And she kept saying, well, you know, I'm the black sheep. She keeps saying, you know, I'm weird, or they said I'm weird, right? And I started thinking about that. To be the black sheep is to be unique. Wow. Right? I am the echo of my own name. Not shaped by the mold, but by flame. I walk where paths dissolve in mist. Where others turn, I still persist. I am not the white wool in the row. I am the contrast, the shadowed glow. I am not blend, I blaze, I beam. A living rhythm, a waking dream. Speak up.
Speak out.
Now this time when I say I am, you say amazing. I am
amazing.
Indeed you are.
Yes.
I've worn the label and felt the stare, yet I found freedom living there. I do not fit, I form, I forge. My story's heat, my spirit's torch. I see the beauty in being apart and dancing to the beat of my heart. I am not lost, I am unbound, rooted deep by skyward found. Speak up.
Speak out.
I am
amazing.
Indeed you are. I am power in a world of pace, grace with grit and fierce with grace. I choose my truth, I speak it loud. A black sheep standing bold and proud. I thrive outside the lines they drew. My difference is my point of view. I am the spark the silence keeps, the beauty born among black sheep. We are the beauty of the black sheep, incredibly amazing in every way, walking the path towards greatness unique. Speak up.
Speak out.
I am
amazing.
Indeed we are.
That's my cousin.
How many minutes I got left? What am I doing?
There's a camera right up there.
Oh, blessings. Okay, cool. Okay. But that works. Well, I'm going to tell the story and I'm going to get out your way. I didn't know the clock was there, baby. Why you look at me like that? Goodness gracious. I'm going to write a poem about you. It's going to be a diss track at that.
Uh-oh.
Growing up, I used to get in trouble for spitting. Everywhere I would go, I would spit. In school, in class, at the park, on the playground, at home on the basement floor. And as I got older, I spit more and more. I spit on stage and the pages. And when I used to spit around girls, they called me mannish, they called me nasty. Yet they liked it, so I continued to talk my shit. Now as an adult, I spit on domestic violence, abuse, and those that keep silent, although they themselves have been a witness to violence. Yes, they keep silent. I spit on them. I spit on neglected communities and false impressions of unity. I spit on reciprocal evil, EVOL. I spit on love. I spit on things that are beautiful. I spit on things that are useful. Shit. I spit on you if I'm being truthful. I spit. You see, when God plants a thought inside of me, I have to paint it out of me, being the black sheep with the brush of my tongue and the last winds of my lung, whether it's a stage, a boardroom, a word from a page. I shall spit until the wind no longer flows inside of me. What's that piece? I'm going to push this to the limit. I got 54 seconds. Y'all ready? Go ahead. Good evening, family. Let's begin. Not by scrolling, not by judging, but by looking within. Deep, not outward, but within. The path to growth, rich, raw, and real. Doesn't start in the window, it starts in the mirror. Speak up.
Speak out.
Look in the mirror, not through the window. You see, Reverend John Barry Meacham was not just a man of words, but a man of action. In time when reading was a crime, he said, then let my classroom float on freedom. Speak up.
Speak out.
A boast, a floating school, a sanctuary for minds on the Mississippi, where no state law could change potential. Look in the mirror, not through the window, not in comforts, not in ease, but in storms and chains and troubled seas. He stood, he rode, he taught, he preached, because courage ain't clean, it's gritty. Because silence ain't safe, it's complicit. He didn't wait for permission, he launched his mission. He didn't glance through the windows, he built a mirror and made it float. Speak up!
Speak out.
Look in the mirror, not through the windows. Thank you.
poetry, so I'm gonna use every second that they gave me because I'm fire. Okay. Okay, we appreciate that. All right, okay, so next up is a person who, when it comes to the mic, emotion takes the mic. His words hit home, pulling heartstrings with grace and passion. So put your left and right hands together for Mr. Poetry 7.
That sound dry as my grandmother's biscuits.
I know him.
Yeah.
I know her. Some of my biscuits. It's easy to quit, but hard to stay in the fight. And forgive me if I'm not about to let you mess up this marvelous light. See, the old me would love to fight, but the new me is so invested in what I'm called to do, I let my angels handle you.
Okay.
That's the difference between being the kingdom of light while dealing with darkness. See, I thought I made sense until God taught it. See, some people's wells are dry and full of dirt because they don't know how to celebrate you while it's your turn to be in position. Forgive me, I've been sowing my seeds in dry positions so I can have the rain fall down and get me to position. Forgive me if a king don't need his royalty priest garment to prove I'm in position. They ask, why do you keep bragging on God even when it seems like he's not giving you the attention? I said, have you not recognized when you are a true disciple, you speak less, move more. See, real disciples know how to move in silence so the Lord can show flex and give you more. See, I've learned to sow in secret so I gain in public. I learned to pray in private so he can display in public. Why do you think all these demons address me in public? Because in private they can't speak with me.
That's great. That's great.
I've learned a long time ago that witches and goons and warlocks and wizards have nothing to do with me. But the irony is they have everything to do with me because they really want this inner glow and this light that's within me. Forgive me. I don't think some understand this is the reason why I really am invested in some poetry. More than just a biblical prophecy. This is everything to me. This is my baby. This is my life. This is my legacy. This is the seed in me. Why do you think I've been so impatient with God on certain seeds? Because I'm waiting for Mrs. Poetry to understand that now she has to pull back into the trees whose limbs are extended fully. Get it? Poetry. Because my roots are deeply planted in the water. That's why I'm never thirsty, because I know how to gain the attention of the man that planted me. That's why I'm not worried about those that sway from me easily. I've learned to be planted firmly. No more roses and reds or violets or blue. I live by the word. That's how I make it through. So I'm not apologizing for being a priest. I'm not apologizing for being a poet. I'm not even apologizing for being a PK and a GPK. See, those are Greek alphabets that I understand when Hebrews. That's why my Israelites know what I've been through. That's why I carry the cross like I know where I'm headed to. Because while you still bragging about the mental and the physical, I'm flexing in the spiritual. I can go in realms and dimensions and pull down in the natural, because I've learned to speak a language that many can't get until you tarry for it in the supernatural. Forgive me. I'm not your average man no more. See, I am the man of God that's went ultra instinct like Goku, because now there's a God instinct. That's how I know how to attract all that's in me. So forgive me if lately I'm silent as a lamb. I'm in the forest, ready to be slaughtered, so when I come back, I can say he did his thing on me. Obviously. So when you ask me, who am I? I'm a faithful servant that knows the kingdom. Obviously. And that's that first one.
I know him.
She said she wanted love, right? So black woman, can we talk? Now, if you expect me to love you the way that you desire to be loved, then I need you to open your ears and open your heart and drop your baggage. I'll drop my ego and my pride if it means that'll allow us both to get through. First, let me apologize to the men that never loved you correctly. I understand your love language is rightfully needed to be spoken, but can I ask you one question? Why won't you speak mine either? Have you not noticed the clues are so simple? I ain't complex. All I ask you to do is just be peaceful. Respect me and love is gained easily. Show me that I'm worthy to be called a king in your presence. See, I ain't worried about the other women that love Mr. Poetry. Because when you get Derek Anthony Lamar Owens, you already know the poet and Derek is in me just for you. See, you kept saying you needed love. I was already praying to God, asking him to direct me to you. The problem is, you kept passing me by because I didn't look like the type that you were so used to. Baby, I was at Starbucks drinking coffee, writing to God about you, going after page, after page, after page. Like, God, how much longer do I have to be celibate until you send that queen, that wife, that Proverbs 31 my way? And he said, son, I got to get rid of the prototypes before I send the actual type. Okay. Message. Somebody didn't catch that. He said, son, she won't find you unless you in position to be noticed, so she will be found. So I started asking myself, what can you do for me mentally when my mental is not at a place of even writing poetry? What can you do for me spiritually when I don't feel like being a priest or a prophet or a pastor and praying as much as I should do? What can your emotions do for my emotions so I can easily pour it back into you, so when we go to the storehouse, both of us are able to store it in the house and nothing is dismissed between you and me? See, you said you wanted love, so can I ask you, do you know what it means? And it's okay if you don't. See, we can learn this together. She said, what was love? I said, learning one's values every day. Y'all got too quiet. I said, love, learning one's values every day. So let me love you by serving at your feet. Paint your toes your favorite color if it means you know I'm humble and unique. Remind you that your heart is my safe haven. Remind you I don't need you to put all that makeup on. I want the natural you, the you that men were so afraid of. Because, baby, I am a lion that knows how to walk with you. I don't want you to be afraid of me. Tell me your kinks and your scars so I can be your natural remedy. Let me show you how the Holy Ghost flows and operates easily if you allow me to be your servant. You said you wanted love. So what are you doing to prepare for it? You said you wanted love. Have you set yourself apart and oiled yourself and went through your process of purification, so when I come, all of our intentions are actually on purpose? Because when I propose, I'm actually trying to get at you intentionally on purpose, because I'm not dating to be your boyfriend. I'm dating to be your husband, best friend, servant, and the best man. So that way, when you go to that man, he will remind you, I've been that man. I just waited in the garden for you. So, when you're ready for love, meet me at the cross. Not to follow me on Instagram at mpoetry007. I actually was the founder of Lyrics in the Loop. That's how I met this beautiful lady right here, this authority. I actually will be featuring on the 30th of the end of this month. And I actually have 2 more open mics that I'm putting together at the U City Library and then also some other spots. So I am actually trying to push more artists that have not gotten their flowers so they can get them now. So I want to be able to extend it to anyone that's, trying to get their feet wet. Holler at me.
Okay, yeah. Give it up one more time for Mr. Poet.
She started it with this. When I'm alone in my room.
No, that's wonderful. We love a good collab. We love a good spontaneous collab. So y'all having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, we've got a wordsmith whose verses invite reflection and whose lines take you on a journey with raw truth, soul, and vulnerability. Start coming right now and give it up for the brilliant.
I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, currently coming out of it. Okay? So this first piece is called What is Perfection? Okay. Picture perfect rainy days, cloudy days help me escape. Love to laugh, love to smile, but how much more can you take when you take it for granted? Best friend of 10 years has dawned on you damage. Ex-love cut you deeper than you could even imagine. And now you single, don't want to mingle, because this heartbreak is on your conscience. We put this wall up and try and block shit. Ex calling you, you want to block it, but you can't. How the fuck I give my love to someone like you? But that someone like you made me beautiful. Impossible to turn a caterpillar into a butterfly without its cocoon. And my cocoon was like hell. I was under your spell. But life is what you make it. Going through struggles, we born to take shit. The shit you learn, embrace it. You gotta face it, cause nothing more to life than going through and coming out of it. Thank you. I got one more. This one's called A Perfect Dream. As I'm floating in the clouds, where my mind goes, anywhere, I don't know. What I see, I can be like a palm in a tree, breeze so suddenly. Then I feel you in my heart, through my veins, in my mainstream, deep, got my eyes low. The eyes closed as you peeking into my soul. Is it real? Is it a dream? Can I choke? Blowing smoke, lungs filled on the balcony. Feel the breezy breeze, body stiff like I died slow. Then you bring me to life with soft kisses like the medical-y blue was enhancement for you. Higher than the moon, hoping, is it real? Is it true? Cause I own you. The chills on my body make me feel like I've known you. High rise and butterflies, thinking I could climax from all of these feelings you brought alive. Oh. It gets deeper than you think. I want you now. It gets deeper than you think. I own you now. Drifting away with this pillow. I want you now. I'm dreaming up a beautiful feeling. I would love to connect with everyone, and I'll go around. I'll go by Mel Summer, SOMA _ sunflower.
Just kidding, that's why he asked you to come. Okay, so I'm supposed to say that I hope you're having a fantastic time, but your faces and your laughter is telling me that you're having a fantastic time. So I hope you've had a chance to explore the artwork on display. If you have not, you're in luck. We will be taking a little bit of a break, 10 minutes. We want you to get a drink, participate in the raffle, connect with any of the people that you've seen so far if you didn't quite get their Instagram or social media, or if you want to connect with them in a different way, they may be open to that. So in 10 minutes, we're going to bring up our featured act, so please enjoy the intermission.
No, speak. Look, I ain't big on
I want to go for
Oh, girl.
Hey y'all. Y'all sound like y'all had a couple of drinks while we've been on the break. I'm just kidding.
Who we introduced? This is my sister, and her name is Authority. She got so much bars, I be like, yeah, y'all know it's
All right. We so lively. All right, y'all. So we are about to start our feature poetry set with our featured poets. It's gonna be a good time. If you have fun at the beginning, in the first half, you're gonna have even more fun because these poets are gonna have a little bit more time to spend with you. You're gonna be able to get to know them a little bit more. And I'm gonna start it off. Is that cool? Cool. So, as you know, I am vending back here in my humble corner. I have a book that I wrote a few years ago. It's a devotional. It's a 10-day devotional. It's called Heartbreak, Standing Firm When You Want to Run. And I wrote it at a time when I was down and out. I had got laid off. The guy I was dating relapsed on methamphetamines and was running the streets. And I just didn't love myself. But I took some time being laid off. I wasn't working, and I wrote a book to help myself come out of the darkness that I had delved into. So that's what that is. But the book I'm holding in my hand is a poetry book. And it's called From the Negro Psalmist to the Nappy-Headed Christ. It's poetry for the 21st century Negro. And I'm going to do a couple of poems for you from the book. I'm going to start with the monologue that Dismak Lamar had everyone, or had people kind of lean into. So the first poems that you heard me do were the poems that I call poems of devastated love. And the poems I'm going to do now are prayers as poetry for revolution. And revolution comes in many forms. Its most noticeable form is in protest, when people are out in the street demanding their right. But revolution can also be in the mind, where you can have a way of thinking that has not benefited you, and you change your mind. And you revolutionize your life because your life becomes better. The old things that used to hurt and bother you give you strength now, and you're able to tackle different obstacles with your renewed sense of self. Okay, so I've been talking a bit. So first I'm going to do the monologue, and then I'm going to hit you with some poetry. If that's cool, say cool. Yeah. I love doing that. I love a little crowd participation. I'm not quite yet at the, what was it, Coach?
Speak up.
Speak up?
Speak out.
Okay, see, I'm not there yet, but
you got it.
Cool. Okay, so the monologue. All right, let me get it together. As I encounter truth, I pivot and adjust my life accordingly. Tilt my God-given crown just so to maintain the balance. Who I am is undefinable. Not because you've never met a woman like me, and not because I'm not like the other girls. Because really, I am just a girl. A baby girl, to be specific. And yeah, I love holding hands and having my hand held. But that's just on the one hand. On the other hand, I'm my daddy's son. Just know that who I am is fluid like the spirit when she moves. Just know that who I am is fluid like the spirit when she moves. And I can't remember the rest of that piece, but if you're interested, you can go on the Creative Shops YouTube page, and you can find me, Authority's monologue. It is there, all 1 minute and 30 seconds of it. So the back of the poetry book reads as follows. It's from my sincere leading that I tell you, right now is the time to heal from the effects and defects of the Mayafa. Through collective prayer, collective lamenting, and collective cultural celebration, we can transform our hearts, minds, souls, communities, and futures. If you're not familiar with the term Mayafa, it is a term that encapsulates the 400 plus years we have been disconnected from our African continent, from our African selves. the persons who survived the Holocaust, they have a word for the time that they were persecuted called the Nakba. And so we have the Mayafa. And so that's just a collective term that people can use to, if you don't want to say, well, we had enslavement, then Jim Crow, then slave codes, then Jim Crow, then all, you don't have to go through all that. The Mayafa, they can look it up, right? Right, okay, you did this way. So I'm going to do a couple of poems from this book, and then we will get into our features. So the first one is called Seed of Abraham.
Okay.
Who hath more nations than the Negro? Perhaps the ocean's depths. Yet maybe the stars and all their clusters and galaxies. Was it not the seed of Abram made Abraham that was blessed to multiply and fill the earth as the sand fills the shores of the sea? Remember the creation of your likeness, O God. Bless your firstborn, and let other nations be blessed because we are blessed. Return your children of the sun to their rightful places as stewards and shepherds of your earthly realm. Give us the strength to fight for justice and the grace to forgive once reconciliation is complete. Thank you. Do you call this faithful? I have yet to grasp humility, so I come to you as I am, brokenhearted, alone, crying for my native land. Do you not move across the water in the stillness of the day? Do you not speak out to us and answer for when we pray? You are the God of old, the one who makes breath become. You are the one foretold, who will break the chains of everyone. I lay all my righteousness before you, though I have none to give. Teach us to love. Teach us to give. Teach me to pray. Teach me to lament. I seek to cry out to you on behalf of all who are me. I seek to tip your hand in favor of justice on behalf of those who look like me. On behalf of all my brethren, I cry out to you, my God, where is the one who we know exists outside of time? We ask you to reverse the curse and free us from all lies. Imprisoned in my neighborhood, I wait to see if you are faithful. Come again, do a miracle here, so we know that you are able to lift the burdens off our backs and free our hearts from devastation. Your power and wisdom are all we need. Strength and progress are what we seek. Give us a reason to hope and breathe. Bring corrupt systems down to their knees. Let freedom ring true here again, in America, my native land, to Ethiopia, where earth began. Free us to be free indeed. Free us now. Give us free.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do, I think, is this my time up here? Okay, well, I'm gonna do a little more, that's fine. So this one is called We. Your words are a mirror for life. I read them silently to myself and I see only the reflection of others. Silence brings judgment, and for judgment, your words easily fan the flame. Yet when I read your words and speak them into the air, I see myself. Your words create life and love. When I hear them, my soul is filled. And so it is with my own words. The spirit of America seeks to destroy all that you placed inside me. In your image, my words are spells that alter the very fabric of the air surrounding me. Guided by your spirit, my words break strongholds. Resting within you, my words dismantle the lies and deceptions of colonization and settlement. Who can I run to? Where can I hide? The mountains and hills where we once found solace have been desecrated and converted into monuments of apartheid, graven images of the unreal and unclean. Those who seek to silence us have weaponized your words. They seek to themselves put the first and last place. How will you defend? We seek reparation. We seek peace, but if we cannot find her, we choose violence. Come, Holy One. fulfill your word. We await you, the God of Emmett, Brianna, and Huey. Okay, penultimate piece, I'm gonna do my most controversial one. It's called Witchcraft, W-H-I-C-H. Don't get started. Okay, you ready? For the ones mislabeled Jezebel. Sing out, all you hoes, and praise God in heaven. Sing and rejoice, you hoes. Jehovah Mekadeshkim has come to redeem you. You are beautiful to God, beautiful child. You are precious to God, beautiful child. Your Redeemer says, come. Rejoice and do not weep, for your sacrifice has not been overlooked. Your dedication to me through your lovers will be counted to you as righteousness. For I am the God of Rahab, who without regard for her own person, and endangering the lives of her relatives, shielded my people and saved them. Sit at my feet and consider those who sentenced you to hell ablaze, those for whom scarlet could not measure the depth of their sin. Surrender the fruit of your garden to me, unrivaled child so bare. Allow the dew of the dawn to wash you anew. Here with me and this cloud of witnesses, you are free to roam and heal whomsoever you might. Leave your pursuers to me. I will love you as a poor man loves his only child and caresses him or puts a kiss on her head. Be mine again. Sing and dance your spells before me, children of Zion. I will hear you. I will grant your desire to see me face to face as I am. Rejoice, all you hoes. Your triumph has come. Thank you. Thanks for laughing at my witty poem. Appreciate it. You know, these are some serious topics, right? But like, it's okay to have fun. It's okay. It's like for me, I pray to God the way I talk to my friends and my family. I pray to God the way I talk to my mom. I cry and I scream and I pray and I write my prayers in all caps with exclamation marks and I'm scribbling out stuff and I'm screaming and I'm cursing God out. God doesn't care because I'm being honest. And if there's anything that I ever say or do and I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like, I just change my mind about it and I keep it pushing. You know what I mean? There used to be a time when I would wallow in despair or beat myself up because other people told me that I should be ashamed of making mistakes. People told me that I should not love myself because I wasn't perfect. They said, God only wants people who are perfect and does everything that he says to do. But in my practice, I'm really just supposed to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And what other people are doing is other people's business. Because I promise you, whatever happens in the end, I'm going to be judged for the things that I've done, the things that I said, the path that I chose, not anybody else. It's not going to be, well, so-and-so said that to me, so I said that to them. And we all have the tools that we need to live the life that has been prepared or destined or written out for you on a scroll. But it's up to you. Everything that we do is up to us, and I'm just learning that. I thought that I needed to encounter just the exact right people to coddle me, really, right, and hold my hand and tell me everything's gonna be okay. But I had to find that strength in myself. Okay.
All right.
That was a little sermon for you. You know what I'm saying? little Saturday something. Okay. So the love poem. I loved you with my whole chest, even though I was envious of all the others who seemed to captivate you. I was jealous for your heart. I loved you with my whole heart, yet it irritated me how you refused to acknowledge me, so I blew up at you because it hurt me. I pretended to be indifferent to your indifference. I loved you with every fiber of my being, so I bragged to others that I knew and loved you. I was satisfied with their misunderstanding of my relationship with you. I loved you more than I love myself. Therefore, neither of us could take shelter under its banner. I diminished myself in order for you to shine. I have not been patient in the pruning process, for I have selfishly insisted I knew the best path, though no path I chose led me to who I wanted you to be. I could not believe the best for myself, and I would not put my hope in truth's table. I delighted in extinguishing my own fire because kindness avoided me. I failed myself and lay face down in defeat, arrogantly cursing and blaming everyone but myself, resentful that love seemed to resist my embrace. On this, my final reflection, I see that I have never loved before. I created no love for myself, therefore none ever grew within me. I loved you in the past tense, for it was never love at all. Thank you. Okay, so for my final piece, I'm gonna do something a little judgy, a little prophetic, a little bit, drill bit. Okay. It's called Suffer Not the Children. There's no justification for injustice, neither on earth or in heaven. Where are those who say they love God more than the rest? They are shouting at the gate, "Come out, let us abuse your children." And the ones who pray aloud in quiet places, what has become of them? They stand at the door while your children are gunned down, slaughtered. Where are the people who have avowed their lives to our Father in heaven? Their nakedness is laid bare, burying their flesh into the backs of these little ones. Hypocrites, scoffers. They feign fear while wreaking unholy havoc on the least of these. They are who the prophets warned you about, the Antichrist. The goodness of God has been misconstrued as acceptance, and they waste what time they have left defending their evil deeds. They convince you to go along with their debasement to your detriment. They will not stand in the judgment, nor in the congregation of the righteous. They shall perish, for they are already perishing. They stifle the light, for their eternity is darkness, though they imagine it to be the city of God. Woe to all who would cause little children to suffer under the light of the sun, who would steal their bread in order for their own tables to overflow. Heed the parable of Nathan and repent. Turn away from evil and do what is good. Can those who are beset to do evil from generations past repent and turn away as their guilt multiplies? Only God knows. Thank you so much. That is my time, but I'm going to bring up the first person that I seem to have lost my. Can I have some assistance with the iPad? Where's this one? Help. Hello. Help. Found it. Thanks, God. All right, y'all. All right. I was just kidding earlier. Okay, so, as I said before, these are our featured poets. And so, first up, brewed with rhythm, truth, and soul. This poet serves up poetry that stirs the spirit. So, give it up for the incredible, unforgettable sip of tea. Put your left right hands together.
I don't want to fall, so I'm going to take my shoes off.
Ma'am.
How long is 15? Oh, I thought 10. All right, cool. Hi guys, I'm Tiara. I go by Sip of Tea.
I know her.
Yeah, I can follow me on Instagram at _sip of TEE_. Life in a city that never sleeps. A place where you can lay your baby girl down for a dream and a nigga living a real life nightmare becoming turn her daybed into a casket. Niggas don't even be hitting their targets. The flowers printed on her bedding will be the first of thousands placed at her feet. Her future will be tarnished with would-have-beens and past tense references in this city where your son better not fail the paper test or the brown paper bag test, or he'll be perceived as a duffel bag boy, and many will tell you that his only place is in a room with a toilet in a corner. Or better yet, underground. Someplace where his Someplace where his family can no longer embrace him, and his mother spends her nights wishing he would have went upstate but came back with an anklet, or got hit up but made it back home with a shit bag, because anything would be better than a toe tag in a graveyard with no headstone. Gotta know his mama mind blown because her last son gone. She lost the first two in a Rally's drive through. When the opposition spotted them, defenseless, two brothers playing checkers instead of chess. Got your mama out here frying fish and selling pop for $2 trying to get you a box. But I'm no better than your mother. I mean, I smoke all day, Sunday, Tuesday through Friday. I press the kind of espresso that gently caresses your soul. On Saturdays, I literally show my ass. And every day I raise kids in this city where you gotta be everything. And even when you ain't got shit, niggas still want the change, and I don't blame them, because I take monetary forms of payment too. However, I prefer time spent over cents, since that just makes more sense considering I'm not very dense. I think I'm gonna do a love poem. I never do love poems, but I was thinking about it. I hate love poems. I do. I hate performing love poems, but I like writing them, so I guess I'll give y'all this one in a second. Okay. You look like honey under the moonlight. Dark and sweet like cherries. Your kisses stain my lips. My mind is stuck and racing at the same time. For me, this is unusual. Feeling comfortable, seen, more importantly heard, without voices. Yeah, that's what I'm love poems. More importantly heard, without speaking with a voice bigger than my body or exchanging so thick with resentment, I can't listen. But you, for you, my thoughts ooze from the cracks in my defenses to you effortlessly. It looks like honey under the moonlight. That's it. I'm not doing the whole piece. Okay, back to the normal stuff. This is a part of the poem. If I ruled the world, I'd free all my sons, black diamonds and pearls. If I ruled the world, I'd put all my bitches on jets and our kids in whatever programs would help them progress. If I ruled the world, I'd free all my sons. I let all my niggas off them shackles and put them in winning positions so them and their kids could have black diamonds and pearls. If I ruled the world, every nigga that ever did me wrong would be in jail. If only I ruled the world. No, really, if I ruled the world, I'd free Palestine. Put God back in the church for real. I'd take away Perk 30 so my people can stop being addicted to Finny and make it to C30. I'd put free therapy on every corner in every ghetto instead of title lines and liquor stores. Imagine. If I ruled the world, I wouldn't have to go to trial to see my child, and he wouldn't have to cry every week when it's time to leave me. If I ruled the world, he'd never have to. We'd be riding through somewhere sunny, and the only thing I'd be missing is my roof. Imagine. Because at the moment, that's all I can do, though. I ain't never been one to tell a sob story or ask for a helping hand. My story be a tearjerker, so if y'all could please bow y'all heads and send a prayer up for me, I'd appreciate it. If I ruled the world, I'd free all my sons. I'd unlock the rest of y'all from the Matrix. Bring back public education. I'd take masculinity out you niggas' vocabulary and replace it with integrity. All my lost ones would still be here with me. Instead, I'm still living for today in these last days and times. If only I ruled the world. And then we'll walk right up to the sun, hand in hand. That's one more for y'all, I think. okay, the math ain't mathing. Sometimes it don't be.
Right.
That's cool. I knew a long time ago it was time to let you go. But I love you. And I have a hard time letting go because I still remember the 5 times you treated me heavenly. So I'm going to give you 30 more. 30 more chances to repeat the same mistakes, or maybe 30 chances to erase all the times I had to give you 30 more chances. See, I never stop forgiving until it's too late, until I've given all my forgiveness away, but by then I'm ready to put up 30 shots. Turn your noodle into curry, how I put this pole to your hoop, earrings. I get those every time a motherfucker try to play with me. I must be John Cena, how you can't see me wrestling with ropes of depression. I stopped self-medicating and it's like, oh no, I messed up. I stopped self-medicating and it's like WrestleMania, trying to keep myself from self-destruction every day. God denies my request to quit. And I just keep asking questions. See, I'm holding on by a thread and you keep pulling on me. You keep up so much bullshit, got me ready to walk up to the pulpit like, don't God talk to you? Mr. Preacher Man, see, because I just gave this motherfucker 30 more chances for the 30th time, and I'm no mathematician, but that's 900 chances. Right. And I only asked you to keep it 100 with me. It's okay.
Yeah, give it up one more time for Simple T. Hot fire.
Like Dylon.
And Dylon. Yes. Yes. The 5th Dylon now.
Right.
He's different. Okay, so I'm going to bring up our final poet of the evening. She speaks and the room listens. Profound, poetic, and deeply real. Help me welcome the incredible Maya McGrocery.
I know her.
She was just at the legacy.
I was just eating popcorn and I didn't know she was about to call my name, so I'm kind of unprepared. Anyways. I'm a magical mermaid moving through myriads of magnificent moments merely. Mastering my mind, I'm a magnetic magnanimous, magically melanated mother. I serve a God that moves mountains. It's what allows me to make these money moves, mate. Mother emotions that make you want to move. Might put your brother and your cousin in a mood. I'm a mood and I'm moody. Known to catch your attitude, and with this astronomical anointing, I'll be in all ways admired aesthetic. Arms with angels, attractive at any angle. I'll be an angel that the Almighty is sending into the atmosphere just to amplify y'all glorious. And if you ask, well, unfortunately, some may say that I'm down to earth with this astronomical ass, but whether it be this ass or this anointing, I see no antonyms, because any of you abominations can kiss it. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all yield whenever it's time for the McGrocery show. Y'all be yearning for the young thing yielding yellow undertones in my portfolio yield since I left Europe. I mean euros, but I doubt most of these bozos would know too much about that with this astronomical ass. I mean anointing. I'll be in all ways admired aesthetic. Arms with angels, attractive at any angle. I'll be an angel that the Almighty is sending into the atmosphere just to amplify all auras. And hey, how y'all doing today? So my name is Maya. You can follow me on social media at Maya, MAYA_McGrocery. And boom, next piece. I got 15 minutes. 12? Oh, jeez. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna do something with that. Okay. Cool. Ooh. Somebody pick a letter. A, B, or C.
C.
B. Okay.
You gotta be different. B.
Right.
HUSTLE. Hustle to my city. HU. RP to Huey. Hey, toot that thing up, mommy, make it roll. And she pop like, drop it for me, girl, get lower. If your mama gave it to you, baby girl, let it show. And she pop like, drop it for me, maybe we can roll. Hey, let me hear it.
Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it.
Again.
Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it.
Hey.
My city is where the baddies pop and drop to the floor. And bullets make bodies lock and drop to the floor. STL, because, well, that's just where I'm from, where there lives two women named Mary. One married, calm, poised, poetic. She going to school to be a doctor. She makes her parents proud. The other Mary, on the other hand, she knows how to get to the green, ratchet, ghetto. She real loud, but either way, they both be rolling, rolling, rolling on the 53 on the way to Union Station. Playing my river from the front and singing to her arch. Let's loop around the circle like the 14th of March. Bar brothers pushing beans on the corner, cause everybody know that in the 314 every day is pie day, and if it ain't gooey, we don't want the cake. Bunch of brothers walking around with the piece. Can I get a biscuit with a 2-piece? HUSTL, and I guess that leaves me with E. Pardon my français, but I come from a city where the words sometimes get explicit.
That's crazy.
Food is exquisite.
Yeah.
Real eccentric. A bunch of other words that start with an E that I can't remember right now. Hustle to my city, and that's it. If everybody could humor me for a second, we are going to take 2 deep breaths. Ready? All right. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh, that's exhale. Super loud. This mic. We gonna do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. What a great gift it is to be given so much goodness. The generator of the galaxy is a gracious giver that guarantees glory, and even after the garden, still decides to give grace to the globe. The one true omnipresent oasis, openly, open-hearted, opening opportunities of opulence for all who objectively obey, so don't delay. Dedicate your delight in him, divert your desires to things of him, for diversion may lead to despair, so be daring in your dedication to the divine, because God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
Praise the Lord. Real quick, 30-second instrumental. I didn't know I had all this time. So we're gonna try something different. I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna read to y'all.
Yes.
So a lot of you people don't know I lived in Germany for a couple months, so I do know German kind of. So I wrote this poem in German, and y'all not gonna know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna read it in German, and then I'm gonna read it in English. And
Show your range.
hopefully y'all get it.
All right.
How you say say them shit in German.
Neu
You know
Scheiße. Neu I think, I don't know, don't quote me. I think that's right. I know shit is Scheiße.
Yeah.
Neu might be new. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Okay. I don't speak like a Anyways. Ich sehe einen Vogel. Gelb, braun, grün und schwarz. Ist schon. Lebst am Wasser. Naturally. Das ist ein Mann. Oder vielleicht auch nur ein Mann. Auf Englisch. Auf English, okay. I see a bird. Yellow, brown, green, and black. It is beautiful. It lives in water. Naturally, it is a man. Or perhaps more than a man. So like I wrote that because like in nature, like male birds are typically more colorful than female birds. Like bluebirds, the male bluebird is blue and the female bluebird is brown. So anyway, a little agriculture moment. I work at the Science Center, so I am kind of a nerd. Alright, I guess we'll do one more piece since I got time. Alright. This is my most popular piece. If you've been following me for a while, you know this piece. If you know the words to this piece, say it with me. If you don't, it's fine too. All right. Give him his back something. Here we go. Okay. Let me get some more. Mama's crying and praying to whatever, Lord. Brothers jumping from mothership to motherboard with skin from the sky and teeth from the stars. Outlasting the time of Earth, Saturn, and Mars. I'm black. Beyond definitions, without restrictions. Unapologetically black. Black with black intuitions. That's bold, lively, anti-monolithic, killer, college girl, but a freak on the weekends. I listen to 21 Pilots and 21 Savage. I'm a walking contradiction, defies all notions of average, you know. Bald on Monday, braids on Tuesday, afro on Wednesday, hair moisturized with the cocoa, knees moisturized with the shade. I'm black. Beyond definitions, without restrictions, unapologetically black. Black with black intuitions as beats, laughter, art, color, culture, creators of everything there is. We in the field with a sound clap. We gave you food, fashion, culture, rap, songs that lift the spirit, creativity so loud that my ancestors can hear it. I'm black, you know, sky skin, closet with skeletons, shining gold as the sun hits the melanin, vitamin D packing, full of like adrenaline, you know, new wall, don't sell that card, new art to that Belle Jolie, home art, you know, it's been spots. And I'll be your city girl, cause this black talk English, Spanish, German, and French. I'm beyond this world, this black talk euros, dollars, strings, and yens. This is my defense, and to anybody who not black, I'm sorry, désolé, et tout malade if it offends. I'm not really sorry if it offends, I'm trying to make her time at this point. Black. Adjective, adverb, color, noun, cinnamon, chocolate, coca, mocha, coffee grounds, and the only remnants of earth as the world comes crashing down. Rest in peace, Castile, Boyd, Taylor, Brown, because they were. Still are. Just like you, just like me. Black. Beyond definitions, without restrictions, unapologetically black. Black with black intuitions. And thank you.
Give it up one more time for the incredible Maya Negotiate. All right, y'all. We have come to the time that you've all been waiting for. The raffle. You excited? Y'all got y'all tickets out? All right, get them out because I'm gonna crank the spin, crank that soldier ticket holder.
Thank you,
Everybody got their tickets out?
Hey, come on.
I got the golden ticket.
I hope so.
Oh, no, no.
Get
It's
the
mine.
tickets.
No, it's mine.
Get it, knows it's bronze.
Look here.
Oh no.
Drum roll, please. Okay, big numbers only. Big numbers only. 3, 6, 3.
Oh, Mama, you won.
You can claim your prize at the bar once they close. We want to thank everyone for being here and making